Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bordeaux in the southwest of France. I would love to say welcome Ralph Farquharson, first of all.
Welcome, Martin.
I was wanting to say from sunny Bordeaux, Ralph, but unfortunately the weather is more Hebridean, where I travelled from, than the almost subtropical south of France that we might have expected towards the end of February.
It's not been very good.
But we are here for the European Universities Cup, the first ever time the competition has been staged, Ralph. And we're looking forward to some great competition.
We are, Martin, yes. It's like I said, it's the first European Cup, and we hope to be first of many.
Yes, we've got 70 competitors this year. I think it would be fair to say we'd hope for a little more, but these things tend to build.
Develop.
And they have to start somewhere. And we've got 70 competitors over 3 days today. We've got a nice, gentle session number one. We've got 7 competitors, and it is the women's 47 and 52 kilo weight classes. 3 lifters in the 47s, 4 lifters in the 52s.
Yep.
And the referees have just been introduced. The referees today are from Russia, the Netherlands, and Gregor Nocek from Poland will be the chief referee. And you can see them now on the screen. And I think the other thing, Ralph, we're going to have a lot of new listeners and viewers today. Lots of
correct.
people from the universities and lots of parents and friends and family will be watching in. So we'll probably do a little bit more on the rules and the reasons for failure than we might do if we were simply broadcasting to a pure powerlifting audience. So those of you who are very familiar with powerlifting and with the rules, please bear with us a little bit if we seem to be stating the obvious, because the audience is building all the time, and hopefully the people that watch this today will stay with us for future events. It's going to be a busy year for Viva TV and the EPF and IPF media teams, Ralph. This is the first one of the year.
And first Arnold, Norway.
Sorry, Ralph, I thought you were going to say
No,
something.
I thought someone just called my attention from the jury, from the referee table.
15 seconds.
No, maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I'm down to referee, have I?
No. I think what it was, Ralph, you were originally down to be in the jury, but you've been replaced.
Be replaced, okay.
So, yeah. Thankfully, I don't have to commentate on my own. And just one last thing, Ralph, before we get underway. It's lovely to welcome you back to the commentary booth.
Yes.
I know you started off in Lithuania, but you finished off somewhere else. And it's good to see you back and to see you in good health.
Glad to be back. And on that statement, I would like to say a big thank you to Lithuania Powerlifting Federation, especially Antonios and Silver, for their great hospitality.
Yes.
I had to spend 4 or 5 days in hospital, and they really helped me a lot. So I'd like to say thank you very much. And I'm back. I'm delighted to be back.
And I have to say, Ralph, you got good wishes in from all over the world, didn't you?
I did.
When you were a little bit
so
poorly,
much.
and I'm sure we appreciate those good wishes. Good to see you back at 100% health. And we're just about ready to go with the very first lifter in this first European Universities Cup. And it's Nadezhda Grigorova from St. Petersburg Electrotechnical University, the first electrotechnical university in the world.
In the world. And looking at her profile, this is her first international country.
Yeah.
So this is the first time on the international platform.
So Grigoreva opening with 87.5 kilos. And that looks like a good start. See what the referees say. And yes, it's 3 white lights.
That's a good opener.
Good lift.
And next lifter up is Ovsyannikova from the Vladimir State University in Russia. She is also in the under 47 kilo class, opening on 90 kilos.
Yeah, she's 21 years old.
80.
And she is competing for 1 year.
Squat PB 100 kilos.
Yeah,
This should be a reasonable
Should be.
opener for Ovsianiakova.
Just to explain a little bit about the squat, the bar must be placed on the back of the shoulder. The lifter will step back. Here she will wait for the referee signal to squat. They must bend the knees and lower the body till the top of the thighs is below the top of the knees. That looks good.
Gets the squat command.
Lower the body.
That looks good. Leant forward a bit for my liking, but
Little bit,
I
yeah.
think it was good. Yes,
Yeah,
three white lights. We've commented before, Ralph, sometimes when the lifter leans forward, it creates the illusion of depth,
the back
but it
goes,
actually raises the hips
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
makes it more difficult. But she got down there, and that's
Yep.
three white lights. And we've got Livia Nuzzo from Université de Paris next, representing France, competing for 2 years, as you can see. Her squat PB is 105 on the bar, 95 kilos.
Bodies loaded.
And she's 21 years old.
Very strong representation from French universities this week, as you would expect.
Yeah,
And Nuzzo from Paris is the first to come to the platform. Looks very comfortable. And
Good
two
lift.
white
2 to
lights.
1, yes.
Call for depth by the far side
The bar
referee.
is loaded for
And really,
Avelina.
we couldn't see
No.
much of the
The bar is
of the
loaded
replay on
for
that occasion.
But as long as you get 2 white lights,
100.
then
Yeah,
2
two
to
white
1 is always
lights
a
is
good
absolutely fine. Now, Natalie Piantino from Université de Paris as well. She is opening on 100 kilos, only 5 kilos
below his personal
her
best.
personal best. Lifting in the under 47 kilo class. The last two I should have mentioned were in the 52s.
She's age 24, competing for 3 years. We wait to see what the
Yeah, I
referee
think we'll
signal.
wait for the referees.
Yeah. Yes,
Three
the
white
three
lights.
white
Good
lights,
lift.
Yeah, just to let you know, if you're not familiar with powerlifting, sometimes you get more than one weight class lifting in the same flight, but they will be competing for separate
100.
prizes.
100
And now we have
for
Zabelina, also in the under 47 kilo class. A familiar face to us,
Bodies
Ralph.
loaded.
Yes, yes.
Maria Zabelina.
I think she lifted
the
in
Russian?
the European Juniors.
Yes,
I
she
think,
did.
was, Yeah, yeah.
And
She's-
of course, in her last year as a junior now.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not sure if she is a junior.
Well, she's 23, age 23 at the moment.
Yeah,
so
yes. Unless she's had a birthday in the last couple of months.
she has to fight that, but should
Yeah.
be good.
Good
The white
lift.
light.
Yeah, just to clarify that, Ralph, to be a junior in 2020, you have to be under 23 on the 1st of January.
January, yes, in
Yeah.
that year, yeah, that's correct.
So if you're under 23 on the 1st of January,
Then you can
for
compete for the whole-
competition purposes, you're under 23 all year.
All year.
2 to go in the first round, and it's Jimandelle from Gdansk University of Technology in Poland. Another familiar face, Ralph.
Yes.
Polina Jimandelle,
Bodies loaded.
PB 120
Yeah.
on the bar, 115
5 kilo below her personal best. Yeah, that's reasonable. See, at this age, the body is still growing,
Yeah,
and of course, you can actually what your personal best was last year, it can be much higher this year.
whereas at our age, we're hanging on.
It could either way. She's 25 years old, 3 years in competition. That looks good depth.
Yeah, everything looked good about that.
Good lift.
And the commentator says that and then prays for 3 white lights.
Absolutely.
And that is exactly what it was. And one more lifter in the first round, and it's Julia Drew from Université Clermont-Auvergne in France. Her PB is 120, on the bar 117.5 kilos.
She's 23 years old
Bar is loaded.
and 4 years in competition. So
And this will put her into the lead at the end of the first round in the 52 kilo class. Avelina leads the under 47 kilo class after 1 round.
Squat.
that looks good. Depth, Martin. Should be 3 white.
Just wait for the referees.
Yes,
Yes,
okay,
indeed.
3 white lights.
3 white lights. And Drew leads at the end
Go
of the
into the
first
lead,
round.
yeah.
Into round 2, and first up we stay in the 52 kilo class, and it's Grigoreva from Russia, from St. Petersburg, and she's going 95 kilos.
7.5 kilo above
With-
her personal opener.
Yeah, and only 2.5
Kilo
below
below.
her personal best.
Yep.
Well, that's sensible, Ralph.
Makes sensible.
Yeah.
And then she hopefully equal her personal best to produce a new personal best.
Give every lift a purpose. Don't lift randomly. Let all the numbers mean something.
Squat.
That looks good.
Yes. And 3 wide lights indeed.
Good lift.
Okay, we move to the 47 kilo class for Ovsyanikova,
97 and half.
the Russian representing Vladimir State University. 100 kilos personal best, on the bar 97.5. Again, just 2.5 kilos below her best ever with her second round lift.
7.5 kilo above
That is
her
loaded.
opener. So she got 90, no 97.5, with a possibility of equaling her personal best or break her personal best on the third and final, provided she's successful
Yes.
with the second attempt.
Squat.
That looks good.
Yep.
A big lean forward again. I think that's just the way she squats. But it's 3 wide lights. And we have Nuzzo from Université de Paris again. And she is going 102.5 again, Ralph.
Yep.
It seems to be a theme,
It's
2.5
a theme,
kilos
a good-
below the
a good-
PB.
a good theme.
Very good theme, yeah.
So she's increased by 7.5 on her opener, with the possibility to create a new personal best on the third if
And
she's
of,
successful.
and of course, remember, some of these lifters might be quite inexperienced,
Yes.
but the coaches are not.
True.
Squat.
No.
Oh, I can see a problem there, Martin. The knees come together. Once the knees come together,
Yeah.
they lose the power of the hips. So
And really, it
get
wasn't very tight going down
No,
either,
it wasn't
was it?
tight.
No.
Yeah. So you can see there the knees come inwards.
Yeah.
The
And
power
then-
is gone.
Yeah.
For Contino.
But the idea is to keep the knees outwards. So fight to keep the knees outwards to maintain the power of the hips, driving upwards.
Now, also from Université de Paris, we have Piantino,
Bar is loaded.
Natalie Piantino. 105 is her PB. 105 is on the bar.
So this equal her personal best with a 5 kilo increase from her opener.
And a lift to go.
Yep.
Looks determined.
Driving it. Yes, three
And
white light. Well done.
3 wide lights.
That equal her personal best. What do you think she will go for a third, Martin? 107.5 or 110?
Maybe 110, you
I'll
know.
probably go, yeah, 110 maybe. But
Or maybe she just wants to come away with a PB.
Yeah, of course.
107 could be either. Now Avelina, 112.5 kilos.
Bar is loaded.
Now if Avelina gets this, strong favourite to win the
yeah,
squat
the overall, yeah.
in,
And the squat as well,
in
yeah, of course.
47s.
Yeah.
But of course Piantino will have to weigh up. Yeah, she's gone 107
Yeah.
because she's lighter than Avelina. And were Avelina to miss this lift,
Yes.
Piantino
Gorgeous.
might have a lift for gold.
gold
So
in
I think
the-
that's partly the reason for the 107.
Squat. Right.
Well, I'm going to wait for the
Me too.
referees on that one, Ralph.
That's a little bit on the line, borderline, but you got it, 3 wide.
3 wide lights. And just say I learned a lesson. I refereed for the first time in ages last month at
Right.
the British Championships, British Equipped. And, you know, you're up there close as the referee, and you can see the hip so
Absolutely.
much better
Yeah.
than any camera
Well, you're
can
close
pick
to the
up.
action, is it?
Yeah.
You can see everything is
Yeah.
happening. I mean, we're sitting, what, how many meters away from
Yeah.
the main platform? So
And sometimes having to
Bar is
work off
loaded.
the screen with a referee in
Correct.
between us. So never doubt the calls of the referees on depth. They are in the best position to see the action. Now Jimandelle
this
from Gdansk in Poland, 120 on the bar.
will equal her personal best.
And this will put her into the lead in the
Yes.
52 class. Remember, Drew hasn't taken her second attempt yet.
Oh,
That
looks
looks
good.
good from Jimandelle. Yeah, 3 wide lights all day long.
New personal best. We hope for a third. Well, will be a new personal best.
For Drew Julia.
Now Julia Drew, Université Clermont, Auvergne, 23 years old, PB 120
Yeah,
on the bar,
so just brand new.
122.5. Remember, Jimandelle leads with 120 in the 52s. This to take the lead in the
In this-
52s
in the
at the
squat.
end of the second round. Just a reminder for those new to following this great sport, at the end of the third round there'll be a 20-minute break while the lifters warm up for bench press. Sometimes in larger competitions we have back-to-back flights,
So there's no
not
break.
today.
Yeah.
So this to take the lead with one squad to go. Well, the knees came in again, Ralph,
yes.
just what
again.
you were talking about.
Once the knee come in, so if you're watching at home and you're squatting, really fight to keep the knees outwards. And the coaches should be paying attention to that. Because once the knee come in, the hip power, the hip was where the power source is, you begin to lose it.
Yeah. Well, so in the 52 kilo class, at the end of the second round, it's Jimandelle that leads from Drew and Nuzo. And in the 47s, Avelina, 112.5, leads from Piantino, 105. In fact, Avelina has got the gold. Piantino's taken 107.5 for her third. I think that was in the hope to have a lift
Yeah.
for gold if Avelina missed her second, but she didn't, of course. And this is Grigoreva in the 52 kilo class in the third round, 100 kilos on the bar. This will be a new personal best for her, more than she has ever lifted before. And
Oh,
no,
a little bit
just
too much.
too much.
But she equaled her personal best on this
Yeah.
the second. Now she
Well, she came very
came
close to it.
to it, yeah.
And she had a good attempt
2 and
at
down.
100 for the first time. That's probably a mental barrier as much
Could
as
well
anything,
be.
Ralph.
Could
if
well
you've
be.
never done 100,
Yeah.
it's
Could well be.
it's a big number in the head. Now, Ovsyanikova from Vladimir State University in Russia, also in the 47, first up, sorry, in the 47 kilo class. 102.5 would give her a new personal best by 2.5 kilos.
And silver medal in the squat, yeah. So
no,
no,
bronze.
no, sorry, bronze. beg
Yeah,
your pardon.
yeah. She can't do better than
No,
bronze
bronze, yeah.
in the squad.
Squat.
Yeah.
I just can't see that. I'll just have to wait
It's
for
the
the
hip-
referees.
The hip go
She
backwards.
leans forward so
Yeah.
much it's difficult to call,
Yeah,
but
she
yes,
got it.
3 white lights. And we move to the 52 kilo class again. This is Nozo from Université de Paris. She missed 102.5 last time. Hoping to get it at the second time of asking.
Body soldered.
Just 2.5 kilos short of a personal best, Ralph.
Yes, it is.
So we
This
wish her
will give
well.
her bronze. This will give her the bronze. Yep, bronze in the squat.
Yeah, well, she's
Yeah,
got the
Did she got it in a second?
she's
And the
got,
front up now?
she's got it on body weight
Yeah.
from Grigoreva, yes. We'll explain that more in a moment.
Squat.
Yeah, she got it. I think.
Did she go deep
Yeah,
enough?
but,
It was
the knees
difficult to
again coming
say.
in.
Yeah.
No, she
No,
didn't go deep
I
enough.
didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't think so. 2 red lights. So she fails by. No, you can see on the replay that was high.
And if you're watching at home, again, watch the hip joints. Pay attention to hip joints, and the hip joint must go below the top of the knee.
Body soldered.
And we got Piantino, also from the Université de Paris, in the 47s, and she is going 107.5. This is for a personal best.
Yeah, new PB. Her PB is 105, so she's successful in 100. 105, I know she's going 107.5. And she's right. Oh,
Not
look a bit too
quite,
heavy.
not quite.
No lift.
I wasn't 100%
No,
sure in
it
depth
look a
either.
bit on the border.
Yeah.
117.
Just a reminder that there is a scoreboard on the second stream if you want to follow that, but if you can't or would rather just stay with the pictures, we will do our best to talk you through every lift. We have 3 lifts to go in this morning's, or first squat session, I should say. It started at 12 noon. It's an afternoon session. It's Maria Avelina from Vladimir State University in Russia. 117.5 kilos.
This should be a new personal best. Her PB is 115.
Well,
She's already got the goal, yes?
yeah, we've
Yep,
seen
she's got the goal.
Avelina lifting many times in junior international competition.
Squat.
What do you think, Martin?
I think I'll wait for the
I'll wait,
referees.
yeah.
And I can't say it's high.
On the
but
border. She got it 2 to
yeah,
1.
2 to 1. Far side referee called it high. When you see the little red under the big red on squat, it means that the referee didn't think there was enough
It was
depth.
deep, yeah, deep enough.
There are other colours, blues and yellows.
We'll talk you through as we
which
go
we'll
along.
talk
yeah.
about
yeah.
as we go along.
Well, if you see red on the red, then small red means that it's not deep enough.
Now the
Body
battle
solid.
for gold in the 52 kilo squat competition. Julia Drew is up first. She missed 122.5 next time,
Yeah.
taking the same weight again. If she gets this,
Yeah, personal
she
best.
moves into the lead.
And a PB as well, so it's a PB lift.
Yeah, PB to take the lead with Jimandelle to follow.
Squat.
No, same as
Look a
before,
bit, yeah.
really.
Look a bit too heavy.
Yeah.
No lift.
And there is one lifter to go, and she is already the gold medalist in squats. But if she gets this, it'll help her total as well, of course,
Yeah.
Ralph. And that is Polina Jimandelle from Poland, Gdansk University of Technology in Poland, to be precise. And
This would be a big personal best, Martin. By 5 kilo.
at this
at this
body
body weight,
weight and
there's a lot of
with
weight.
these sorts of numbers.
Yeah.
in percentage terms. You know, you expect to increase your PB perhaps by 1%. I mean, this is somewhere between 4 and 5%.
It is.
This is big, and she is fired up for this.
Squat.
It was a good fight. Just wait for the referees, and she gets 3 white lights, and she is delighted.
Very happy.
She is the gold medalist in squat in the 52s. Drew takes the silver, and Nuzo takes the bronze on body weight from Grigoreva. And in the 47s, the gold in squat goes to Maria Avelina. Piantino from France, University of Paris, takes the silver, and Ovsyannikova, the Russian from Vladimir State University, takes the bronze with 102.5 kilos. The lifters are going to warm up for bench press. We will take a break, and we will be back with you in about 18 minutes' time. Please join us again then. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back from Ralph and I in Bordeaux. You join us 1 minute before the start of the bench press competition, and we're just getting a close-up there, Ralph, of the all-new Elico
Yes.
lifting rack. It looks gorgeous.
I went to have a look at it, and it really is. They update the design of it and make it easier to handle for the spotters and all that, and it's really impressive, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm too old and long in the tooth to judge equipment just by how it looks. Been in enough commercial gyms to know that,
I'm
but
sure.
it does look really
it's
gorgeous.
quality. It's quality.
Yeah.
If you want to be a powerlifter and you really want to compete, that's
Yeah.
equipment to use. It's expensive, but you pay for
Yeah.
what you get, isn't it?
Yeah, and talking about Elico, Ralph, they are one of the main sponsors of this event, and
Yep.
I think perhaps we should just give a shout out to them. So thank you very much to Elico, SBD, A7 and Uplift. They're
Yeah.
the main sponsors of this event. Thanks each and every one of you for your continued coverage of the sport,
50.
continued assistance with the sport, rather, without which coverage like
almost
this
impossible
just,
to at this standard.
we
yeah.
just couldn't afford to put it on.
No.
So thank you very much, each and every one of you, Elico, SPD, A7 and Uplift. And the first lifter out in the bench press will be Livia Nuzzo from Université de Paris from France, and her PB is 47.5. And Ralph, she is opening on 50.
And a new personal best, so that's okay. That should be good.
It's okay if she gets
If
it.
she gets it, I'm sure she's confident to take this.
So here we go. Getting the bench press
The
underway.
arms must be locked. The elbows must be locked to start.
Press.
That looks good, Martin.
Well, for a PB,
Yeah, very easy.
that looked very, very easy.
Yeah.
And yes, indeed, 3 wide lights.
And just to explain a little bit about the bench press, like I said again, the bar must reach the chest, and it must be motionless before the chief referee will say press.
Yes, 3 commands on the bench press
Yeah.
for those that are new. The lifter takes the bar out with the assistance of the spotters. Waits, holds it there until they get the start command from the referee, lowers it to the chest, holds it on the chest until they get a press command, and once it's locked out, hold it and lock out until you get the rack command. And if you go before any of these commands, it's an automatic
No lift.
no lift.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's what you're looking for.
Literally. And again, in between, the feet must be on the floor and stay on the floor, not allowed to lift off. The buttocks must stay on the bench. The shoulder must also stay with the bench. Any of those,
And the head, of course.
and of course the head, yes. So again,
Start.
You heard the start command.
Press.
There's the press.
arms
And
locked.
And there's the
That
rack.
should be good.
And that's how to bench press
Good lift.
in competition. And it's 3 white lights for Piantino.
57.5 for Dru Julia.
Now Julia Drew from University Clermont-Auvergne, and she is opening on 60 kilos, PB
Yeah,
57.5, Ralph.
So they're all opening above their
Is
personal
this a
best.
French thing?
Could be. Are the training gone well?
Yeah, but
Because normally your openers are depending on how your training program
That's
gone.
right.
Yeah.
and of course the warm-up on the day.
Yes, of course.
So many people don't adjust
Yeah.
on the basis of the warm-up, and of course you should.
Because you can wake up in the morning and not feeling too well, and
Yeah, and how you feel in your own gym and your own
Yeah.
time is different to how you feel in a strange place.
you're
on a
also
strange
competing at
day.
a different
Yeah.
time zone as well.
Yeah.
So it's all coming to play.
So this is Julia Drew.
Start.
Sorry, she's 2.5 kilos below her
Press.
PB, Ralph.
Yeah.
Back.
Oh, that looked very
That
easy.
looks very easy.
Which the opener should be. You've got 3 lifts, as we said before. Use them all with purpose.
Yep.
Get one on the board,
60
then get yourself into a challenge position,
Position.
and then put what you need on the bar. I think
correct.
that's
That's
probably
in the
as good
simplest
a
term.
summary
In the
as any.
simplest term, yeah. If you started too heavy, you got nowhere to go.
Absolutely.
Bar is loaded.
Now we have Marina Ovsyanikova from Vladimir State University in Russia, of course. 60 kilos on the bar, equaling her personal best, Ralph.
Yes, it is.
But of course, PBs will be set last year. These young lifters are improving all the time.
Start. Press.
Oh, that was comfortable.
Wow.
Very easy
Has a
opener.
PB ever been equaled so easily? 3 white lights, of course it
Good
is.
lift. Member bar. 60 for
Now we move
Grigoreva.
back to the 52 kilo class, and it's Grigoreva.
And she's opening 2.5 kilo below her personal best, which
Yeah.
is 62.5.
Bar is loaded.
She just missed out on a medal in squat on body weight, and you know it was only point.
I can't remember what the body weight
It was only 0.16 of a kilo that separated her from the bronze medal.
Maybe
but-
you can explain it
but
again after it's
yeah,
about the difference, yeah?
If she gets this,
Okay.
she'll be in a good position in the bench.
Start. Press.
Oh, that's good. We'll wait for the referees. 3 white lights. Yeah, just to explain again, if you're a new viewer to the sport, and I'm sure our long-term viewers will bear with us as we explain this. If 2 lifters post the same weight, either in one of the disciplines or in
Bar is
total,
loaded.
then the winner will be the one who weighed in lighter.
And it can be one, it can
It can be
also
0.001
0.1.
of a kilo. It can be absolutely tiny.
So it's decided by body weight.
Yeah. Now, Maria Avelina, Vladimir State University. Last out in the 47s, 62.5 opener. This will put her into the lead at the end of the first round. Already the gold medalist, of course, in the
Yeah,
squad.
in the squat, yeah. And this is 2.5 kilo below her personal best. It's 165 kilo.
No. Well, she got it, but that's going to be
I
blues
think
for
it did-
downward
yes, I
movement
agree with you.
from all
Good
3
play.
referees, I would expect.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
It's blues. Red, blue.
And just if you remember earlier, we said under the red light there was a smaller light, and they're different colors and they mean different things. And the blue in bench press means either downward movement of the bar after the press command or not locked out.
Not locked out.
But in this case,
It's
well, the
downward movement.
strength was there, but
Yeah.
there was a definite downward movement of the bar that we picked up even on the screen. Sometimes it can be very marginal, but that time it was quite obvious. And this is Jimandelle, Gdansk University of Technology from Poland. 70 kilos on the bar, last lifter out
Yeah.
in the first round. And this would give her a 10 kilo lead in the 52 kilo class, which is huge
Oh,
at
it'd be
this
huge
body
at this
weight.
body weight, yes.
Probably enough to win it. You can see she's wearing an A7 top. That's one of our new sponsors. In fact, A7 shoes as well.
Yeah.
More and more companies getting involved with powerlifting now.
And
They
it's
can
welcome,
see the
very much
potential.
welcome, yes.
They can see the potential.
Start. Press.
Oh, great lift
yes.
from Jimandelle.
That's a good opener.
Good lift.
Yeah, 3 white lights. And at the end of the first round, Jimandelle leads in the bench press in the 52s. And in the 47s, it's Ovsianikova leading with 60 kilos. Avelina missed that 62.5. She hasn't got one in yet. She's the overall favourite as well, Ralph.
Yeah.
To win by the best part of 20 kilos.
Well, she got
We're
the prognosis
projecting,
at 310, yeah.
But wow,
must get one.
what drama will we have in the
Oh,
third round if she
absolutely,
doesn't
she
make
doesn't.
that this time?
I suspect she will to make the
Yeah.
adjustment and she will get.
Do you know, I think she just came out with an opener attitude, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And it was quite heavy for an opener. And
you have to have respect. No
you
matter
have-
what you weight on
you
the bar.
have to be prepared to
Yeah.
fight. And it almost took her by surprise that first time, but she'll be ready next
I'm
time.
sure she will.
Start. Press. Back.
Oh yes. That's a
Yeah,
good-
that was Nuzo. Sorry we talked over her lift a little bit. sometimes happens to the first lifter out, as we're still summarizing what happened at the end of the previous round. But she was good for 52.5, and now Piantino, also from Université de Paris, she is going up 2.5 kilos, 57.5. Ralph, we've discussed this before, 2.5 kilos can be a big jump at such a small body weight.
I said before, Martin, we discussed this, I think at this body weight and 2.5, to me, to increase is too high. I would like to see a 1 kilo increase, and maybe at some point the IPF may decide to look at this, because 2.5 kilo is a big increase for a
in percentage terms.
Yeah, in percentage terms. Yeah.
So this is Piantino, 57.5 kilos, representing the Université de Paris.
Start. Press.
No.
No.
Well,
no
we
drop.
talked about the 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, exactly.
Been too
the
much,
case.
and that proves your point, Ralph, because 55 kilos was accomplished quite easily, but she can't make that extra percentage increase.
And you have to go 2.5.
Yeah, I mean it was effectively a 5% increase,
Correct.
wasn't it?
Correct.
Although it's only 2.5 kilos. Now Julia Dreux from Clermont-Auvergne in France, and she's jumping 5 kilos, but of course a very safe opener, flew up. Lifting in the 52 kilo class. And this will put her ahead of Grigoreva temporarily.
Temporary.
Just taking her time to get set up.
Yeah.
Now flattens the feet, lowers the buttocks to the bench. Now gets a start command.
Press.
No.
Oh, again.
Well, it was a
Can't
big
get
jump,
drive.
Ralph, 5
It's,
kilos.
5 kilo, yes.
And it went from easy to too heavy
very heavy.
within 5 kilos.
Yeah.
But that 5 kilos was what, 8-9%?
At least.
Big jump. Big jump from a 92% effort bench press to 100%. Now Avelina, well, might have a bit of drama here, Ralph. And Piantino, I think the coach is wise.
Yes.
They've declined the third round lift.
Save
They've said,
yourself
look,
for the
it's too
deadlift.
much.
Yeah.
Save yourself for the deadlift. So Maria Avelina missed 62.5. If you remember, she locked it out under her own steam, but after obvious
after
downward
the downward
movement.
Yeah. So she need to make the adjustment.
I think she'll be fine. I really do, because I think she's ready for it this time. She just have that mental message to herself: drive all the way, drive it. Yes.
Yeah, that's better.
what she should have done the first time. That's 3 white lights, and Avelina can walk off with a sigh of relief.
For Ovsyannikova Marina.
Now we move back to the 47 kilo class. Ovsyannikova from Vladimir State University is going 65 kilos.
Yeah.
5 kilo jump, but she was very, very
easy.
This, remember, is the lifter with the pronounced forward lean in the squat. She's got that out of the way. This is obviously a
big
good
personal
lift
best
for her.
by 5 kilo.
And the battle will be between her and Piantino for overall silver as well. We think Avelina will take gold if she gets her opening deadlift.
Yes, she's way out in front.
But this is
prognosis.
Ovsyannikova.
Press.
No, should have been 2.5. Should have been 2.5 kilos, Ralph, not 5.
Yes.
You know, I think she's thrown away 2.5 kilos from her total there.
Which could be needed in the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. Nothing technical there, was just too heavy.
Just too heavy.
Yeah.
And this can be a little bit lack of experience, I think, at this level.
Well, the coaches don't lack experience.
Well,
Ralph.
you think so?
I mean,
But
some
the
very experienced.
The first one looked very comfortable.
Yeah.
And 2.5 kilo. Like I said again, I believe that it should be one kilo increment between first and second and third.
So this is Grigoreva in the 52s, the last two lifts. This is 65 kilos.
Start. Press.
That looks
Oh,
good.
that's good.
Break.
3 wide
Good
lights.
lift.
Last lifter up in the second round in the 52s is Jimandelle,
Polina.
Polina Jimandelle, and she is going 72.5 kilos.
Yeah.
Protecting the lead, I think would be fair to
Absolutely.
say, Ralph.
I mean, she's still 2.5 kilo below.
Not
personal
leaving
best.
herself open to an attack by Grigoreva. Really sensible number.
Very.
Paris loaded.
Good coaching.
She got one more tempo for
Yeah.
this if she's successful.
And she's lighter than Grigoreva as well. She holds all the aces in the 52 bench press. Again, gets the set up. There was a proposal a while back not to allow the lifters to put their feet on the bench.
Yes, it was
But
the
that-
last. It was voted out. Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
Sweden that proposed that, was it?
I can't remember the country. Could well have been.
Yeah, but that was not
it
approved.
failed. It
Yeah.
failed at Congress.
Start. Press.
Oh, she keeps driving it.
I think
I
she's got
think
it.
She's got it.
From
yes.
the screen, I think she's got it.
Let's have a look. To the one.
Yeah.
Good lift.
Well, the referee on the near side, which is the referee from Russia, gave that a red light.
55 for
But,
Russo Livia.
Yeah, it did go down.
I mean,
yeah.
a fraction.
Yeah, just a
yeah.
fraction. Sometimes it's really difficult to see, and remember the referee's only a one view. We have slow motion,
Slow motion,
Yeah.
yes, of course.
and the referees have a number of things to look at.
Paris
So
loaded.
we're into the third round, Ralph, and there's only 6 lifts to go.
Yeah.
With Piantino not taking her third. So this is Nuzzo, Université de Paris, 55 kilos on the bar. Only good enough for 4th place in the
Yeah.
52s, even
But
if she makes this.
Looking at her personal best and coming into this
Yeah,
event, Martin,
oh,
it's a
she'd
big
be
personal
delighted
best.
with
So,
this.
so even if she don't win a medal, she'll be happy.
And it goes towards her total, of
course it is,
and
yeah.
she'll hope to medal overall.
She's fighting it.
Oh, that's good. 3 wide lights. And Coach Charlotte greets her, and both of them very happy as they walk off. No, Julia Drew, still in the 52 kilo class.
Yes.
She's retaking the
Exact-
62.5 that
missed,
she
yeah.
missed last time. Remember, she took that 5 kilo jump. With hindsight, she
2.5.
probably wishes she'd taken 60
Yeah.
and had this again as her third. Can she find anything extra for her final bench press attempt?
It's a high arch. She dropped the buttocks down to the bench.
And you can see the
Start. Press.
no.
You're
She-
right, Martin. 60 would have been a better
Yeah.
call.
No lift.
She lost 2.5 kilo.
And she
at
probably
least.
came out knowing she couldn't do that. But if she'd done the 60 and got it, she'd have
Who
more
knows?
confidence and perhaps a more positive mental attitude coming out.
Yeah.
Now, Ovsyannikova back to the 47s for the next 2 lifts. This will put her into the lead in the bench. She missed it last time. Again, she took the 5 kilo jump. And, looking at the body weights, Avelina and Ovsyannikova,
Yeah,
identical.
Absolutely.
Both 47.00. Bang on the limit.
Start. Press.
No,
Back.
No,
again,
and I
bit
think
too heavy.
Yeah, and I think probably the butt came up as well
Okay.
in the effort to get it, if I was seen correctly from the front.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
red yellow, which normally suggests the buttock came off the bench.
Well,
Let's have a look.
the instruction I got when I was refereeing last month, Ralph,
Yeah.
was if the lifter doesn't make the lift, hit the yellow button. So
Okay.
it's probably just that.
Okay.
Yeah. I always used to give a light for the first failure I observed, but the guidance now seems to be if it's a fail for not getting the
press
lift,
the yellow.
just press the yellow. Yeah. So Grigoreva, she is guaranteed. No, sorry, we're in the 52s.
52s, yes.
And she's in second place. She's guaranteed second place. This will just add to the total. Jimandelle will take the golden bench. No, it's not moving, is it? And again, what you said, Ralph, she got 65. 2.5 kilos more, she can't move it. You know, the more you see that, the more the more strength to your argument for the smaller increments, I have to say. So, 2 to go in the bench session. Next up, it's Maria Avelina from Vladimir State University and Russia, attempting 67.5 kilos. Now, this was probably a planned third, Ralph, because she missed 62.5
yeah, she's
first.
take it again.
She had to take it again, where that would probably have been 65. So she's going for what she would have gone for. But the question is, again, is the 5 kilo jump too big? Should she have gone for 65?
Because if she don't get this, she's literally losing 2.5 kilos.
I think the answer as well is she's well ahead in prognosis.
Yes.
So she can probably afford to do this. But this would take her prognosis back to 210 within 20 kilos of Piantino.
Replace.
And she's been told to replace the bar.
And there's something wrong.
Well, that happens if the referees don't give the start command within 5 seconds.
Correct.
And look, the clock is running out. She is going to be timed out here. And no, the speaker should have called time. Well, that was after the time.
No.
And it's neither here nor there because she did not make the lift. And then there was one, Ralph, and it's Jimandelle, the sensible one who's been doing the 2.5 increments.
Yeah, 2.5.
I got the impression she was close to her limit last time. Can she just find...
So this would be a bonus lift if
this
she
would
gets
equal her best ever lift.
Yeah. And this would be 2.5 towards a total.
Yeah. This would leave her with a subtotal of 200.
Yes.
And a lead of 25 kilos at subtotal. Final bench press of the afternoon session. Can she find that extra 2.5 kilos? She's fighting, but no.
Bit too heavy.
Just too much.
It's the right call. I mean, she had to do 2.5.
Yeah. And, well, she is the very, very strong favourite for the overall gold here at these first University Open Classic Powerlifting Championships here in...
It's a cup rather than championship.
Cup, here in Bordeaux. We'll take a short break, a 20-minute break in fact, while the competitors warm up for deadlift. Please join us again for that.
We begin in 1 minute.
And welcome back, everybody, to Bordeaux in what is normally sunny France, but today is wet,
Wet and
windy, grey, Scottish France. Welcome back, Ralph Parkerson.
Come back.
You join us just before we start the deadlift element of the first afternoon of this 3-day European University Cup from here in Bordeaux in France. If you've been with us earlier, you will know we are covering the women's under 47 and under 52 weight classes, a total of 7 lifters, 3 in the 47s, 4 in the 52s, and the competition is just about to get underway. The clock ticks down towards 0, and the first lifter up will be Nadezhda Grigorieva from Russia, from the St. Petersburg Electrotechnical University in Russia, the first electrotechnical university in the world, Ralph.
It is, it is.
Our deadlift PB is 90 kilos. On the bar, 80 kilos to start off. She is lifting in the 52 kilo class. And this is probably just about getting a safe lift on the board, Ralph.
Yes, get
knowing
the opener,
she
you
has
still
2
got
more
2
to
of
go.
them to go.
Yeah.
You know, get the opener on the board and then start to go to work, as we say.
And the bar has just been cleaned, and you can see a 70, a 2.5, sorry, a 25, a 2.5, and the collar making up 80 kilos. The reds, if you're new to this, 25 kilos each. The bar, 20 kilos. The collars, 2.5 each. And the little black 2.5 kilo plate. The 5 pence, as you might call them, making it up to 80 kilos. Oh, that's a nice,
easy opener.
smooth opener.
She using what we call the hook grip, where the both hands is actually go the same way.
Yeah.
So then you lock the thumb, with hands around the thumb, which can be very painful.
It can be very painful indeed, and yeah, when I used to occasionally deadlift to a pretty mediocre standard, I always used the opposing grip.
Yes, opposite, yeah.
Now we have Marina Ovsyanikova coming out for her first deadlift in the 47 kilo class. She's opening on 110 kilos.
Very conservative. Her PB is 125, so
Down.
Yes, that looks
good.
nice and safe. Referees were being reminded beforehand, Ralph, that standing up straight is good enough. There's no need to
lean
lean
backwards.
back excessively.
because the problem happens, Martin, if you lean backwards, you not intend to unlock the knees.
Yeah,
And if you unlock the knees, it's a no lift,
It
but the
is.
knee must be straight.
and that will be shown today. We were eavesdropping the referees, and that will be shown as a red failure, a little red light for not completing the lift.
Correct.
We hope it doesn't happen, of course.
Well, the rules say stand up straight,
Yeah.
shoulder back, and the lift is complete.
You
There's
don't
no
have-
need to lean back.
You don't have to lean back to retract the shoulders. But this is Livia Nuzzo from Université de Paris, 127.5 on the bar. Close to her PB.
Down.
Looks good.
Should be good.
Good lift.
And what we always say, Ralph, we don't want to put the commentator's curse on it. We want to see a solid wall of green.
In the first
First
round.
round of deadlift, and then everyone's made a total. If you don't get at least 1 squat, 1 bench press, and 1 deadlift, you don't make a total,
Body slow then.
and you finish last.
Totally. And we don't want to see this happen this weekend. We want to see everybody come away with at least a total.
Yeah, people have trained long and hard for
Yeah.
this, spent a lot of money to get here. The last thing we want is anyone not to make a total. Interesting gripping on the smooth bit of the bar, Ralph.
Which is not advisable.
Down.
Looks good.
That should be good, yeah. Yeah, because you grip it on
Good
smooth part
That's
of
right.
the bar.
Then the narrower you
Back
grip,
back.
the less you've got to bend down. So I guess it's always the battle, isn't it? But
That was good.
yeah. But no, I'd never even try putting one finger on the smooth bit for less a whole hand. Now Maria Zabalina, she gave us a little fright with her bench press, but she was fine in the end.
Yeah,
And this,
you
I
would
think,
this could give it a title.
I think this will give her the title.
Yeah, this will give you a projected 315 total with 2 attempts to go. Oh, that looks comfortable from here.
Very easy lift from Zabalina. 3 white lights. Referees agree. We've 2 more lifts in the first round, both in the 52 kilo class. First up is Polina Jimandelle, 142.5 on the bar.
She's some 7.5 kilo below her personal best.
Now, if Jimandelle and Drew both make their openers, Ralph, Jimandelle will have a 25 kilo lead
Unassailable.
with 2 rounds to go, and
Yeah.
so I would almost go as far
Me too.
as to give her the title if she makes this. We've seen crazy things happen before. Does the name Mashinkov mean anything from Pilsen? But I'd be very surprised if Jimandelle didn't get the title with this. She looked nice and easy. More there. Great lifting from Jimandelle. 3 white lights.
150.
How impressive was that?
Yeah, very strong.
Now, Julia Drew. Of course, there's the little matter of the deadlift gold medal to be fought for as well. And I'm sure that Drew from University Clermont-Auvergne will want that deadlift gold. We saw some stupendous French deadlifting in Lithuania last November, December, Ralph.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Particularly from the junior and sub-junior women.
The standards were so very high.
Wow.
They got a good program in France
Eyes loaded.
for juniors and
Yeah,
sub-juniors.
and the likes
Really
of Samantha usually,
Yeah.
they're only going to get better. It's frightening.
Absolutely.
So this is Julia Drew.
5 kilo below her personal best for up now. 50.
Slightly heavier than Jimandelle, if it comes down to it. And Jimandelle's gone 150 for her second. So let's look at this from Drew. See how much she's got in reserve as well.
Slow to start. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, finished it well. Could have held it all day. More there.
Good
3
lift.
white lights. Oh, we're going to have a good deadlift battle here, Ralph, to finish the
Yes, I
session
think
without
so.
a shadow of a doubt. I think the gold medals are almost decided.
For sure.
Zabalina in the 47s, Jimandelle in the
Yeah,
52s.
you think
Don't
they-
think anyone's
we
going to
catch
touch
'em, yeah.
them.
But we never know.
But
Like
there
I said,
will be deadlift battles to come in both classes. Make no mistake about that. We're into the second round. Nadezhda Grigoreva from St. Petersburg Electrotechnical University. She's got 87.5 kilos on the bar, just outside her personal best.
Eyes loaded. Down.
Looks good.
yes, should be 3 white lights.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
lift.
And
120 for Avelina Marina.
Now, Ovsyanikova from Vladimir State University in Russia. And she's going 120 kilos, a 10
kilo
kilo jump
increase,
from her opener.
which is a big increase, but their personal best is 125, so yeah, 5 kilo below.
About right for a second.
Yep.
Yeah, the first one would have been just ultra
Yeah,
safe.
get one on the
in,
board.
make a total.
Eyes loaded.
When there's only 3 and you don't get a medal, you know, Gonna kick yourself, says the guy who didn't get a medal out of a field of one a month ago. But I have my reasons.
And you're sticking to it, Marty.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sticking to him. That's the problem.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Down.
3 wide lights.
Good lift. $177.5 for Nusso Livia. The
Now,
lifters
Nusso
of the second
from
platform
Université
must
de
take
Paris,
the rock and the
137.5 in the 52 kilo class.
Archesparov, Lorek, Eishov, Natowski, Instant, Rivuka, and Collins.
This will keep her in bronze medal for the squat.
Eyes loaded.
For the deadlift, sorry. Lock the knees.
Down.
That should be okay.
I think so.
Good
Yeah.
lift.
Yes.
3 white lights.
142.5 for
I thought I might have seen a
Natalie.
fraction of downward movement, but it was only on the right side as the bar was settling. So yeah, that was good. Now Piantino, also Université de Paris, 142.5 on the bar for her. Big lift, Ralph.
Yeah, it's been a new personal best for her. Her previous is 137.5,
Yeah,
so this is
full
5
5
kilo
kilo.
above. So this is a big lift for her.
Eyes
In the
loaded.
background, you can see her getting psyched up,
Yeah.
taking
getting
the
ready for
headphones
it.
out. Natalie Piantino.
Would this put her in gold medal with the deadlift so far? With one?
Yes, it will. The battle is with Avelina. Remember, they're the same. No, they're not the same body weight.
No,
It's the other. It's the Russian.
Yeah.
The 2 Russians are both bang
Identical.
on.
Keep driving. Get the hips through. Get the hips through.
Oh, I'd give her
Yep,
that.
I think she fight it well.
See if the referees would.
Yes,
Yes,
she did. Well
3 white lights
That put her in the lead.
in the
Deadlift.
47s. And Zabelina will come straight back at her.
Yeah, with
145 on the bar. This would put her back in the lead. We're in the second round of deadlifts. And remember, we're talking more deadlift than total because Zabelina
Yeah,
is,
it's the
is home and hosed
home and
as
hosed,
the
yeah. It's
champion,
gone.
as is Jimandelle in the 52s.
Eyes loaded.
So this is a battle for the minor medals, what we call it. So this is the deadlift medals.
The individual lift medals, yeah. Not quite the same as being the champion, but still not
a
to be
medal.
sniffed at. It's
a medal.
It's a medal. To say you're the best deadlifter in Europe
In your
in
category.
your category is not something to be thrown away.
Yes, that should be
Looking
good.
very strong today, Avelina. 3 wide lights.
Good lift.
2 to go, second round, Ralph.
150
And it's a battle for deadlift gold again between Jimandelle and Drew.
And Drew, yes.
Drew leads. Jimandelle has gone 150. This would go ahead of Drew on body weight. Remember, if you're new, if 2 lifters lift the same weight or post the same total, the one who weighed in lighter is the winner. And Jimandelle is the lighter. And on that basis, this lift will put her into the lead in deadlift. Already the gold medalist in squat and in bench press, but she would want the whole thing.
The whole package.
And she might well
that was
get it, you
strong.
know. She might well get it.
Good weather.
That was a great lift.
Good lift.
One more in the second round, and this is Drew. Drew's going 157.5. She's saying to Jimandelle,
157
you
and a
might be able to
half
equal me in
for
body weight,
Julia.
but I'm going to lift
More than
7.5 kilos more.
Yeah.
And that's going to be put me in a position to know what I have to do on the final lift. Because remember, again, if you're new to the sport, third round deadlifts, you can change your number twice. Not once, but twice. And that's not just so that you can change it, but so that you can respond to a change from someone else who reacts to
Correct.
your change.
Correct.
But this is Julia Drew,
This will be a new personal best for her because her PB is 155.
and it'll put her
And this
7.5 kilos clear.
Absolutely. Keep driving it. Get the hip through.
Oh, that's good as
Think
well.
She got it.
From our angle, that looked fine. 3 white lights from the referees. This is going to go down to the wire, Ralph.
Yes.
You always say the competition only starts when the bar hits the
It
floor.
hits the floor. And this is the case.
92 and a half for
One
Ricky
round to go.
Rivera.
7 more lifts in this first session of the European Open Classic Universities Cup from here in Bordeaux in the southwest of France.
If she gets this will give her a 252.5 kilo total.
Should just say, Ralph, while they're cleaning the floor
Yeah.
between rounds, which is a great thing to do because the talc that's on the thighs to help the bar slide up gets on the floor where the lifter's feet
feet
are.
can slide.
And particularly in sumo when they're lifting wide, you know, there's a potential of the foot sliding, the weight coming down on top. So the bar is, the
I
floor
think you'll find also,
has been
Martin,
cleaned.
it says on the third round of the deadlift, the bar must be clean
Between each lift.
between each
Yeah,
lift, which is
yeah,
good
Yeah.
to give each lifter the same advantage.
So here we go, third round. First out, Grigoreva, 92.5 kilos. A big weight for her, a weight
Yes.
she's never managed before
it's a
in
personal best.
competition.
Big drive from the floor. No,
Just
bit too
not
heavy.
moving, not moving. Just needed a little bit more mental attack, I think.
And she finished with 247.5 kilo total.
She tried for a
Yes,
PB, she
yes.
tried for something she'd never done before. No reason why she shouldn't have done that. Now, this is Grigoreva. Sorry, that was Grigoreva. This is
127 and a
Ovsianikova
half for
from
Ovsianikova,
Vladimir State
Maria.
University, 127.5. She's guaranteed third in deadlift.
Yep.
She's guaranteed third overall.
This
The
is a-
battle is between the other two.
It's a new personal best for her as well.
Yeah.
So, in the
Body
deadlift.
loaded.
And, a
And in
200
total.
Yeah, and in
Yeah,
total.
5 kilo total PB, 2.5 kilo deadlift PB. Lot riding
Yeah.
on this lift.
The first international, so yes. Go away very happy. Big drive on the floor. Get the hip moving. No.
No,
Little bit too heavy.
Just too much. Couldn't make the transition. Couldn't get it from the knees to the knees. If she had, she could have used the hips.
Push the hip forward as
Yeah.
you go.
For Nusso Livia.
Now, Livia Nusso, Université de Paris, her third and final deadlift and her last lift of the day.
Increase of 5 kilo from the second. It's a big personal best. Her personal best is 130, which she broke in the second attempt.
Body
Yeah,
loaded.
142.5.
12.5 kilo
12.5
personal
kilo
best on the
PB.
day
Yeah.
in one lift. And this would give her a 10 kilo total personal best
Yeah.
as well. Again, a big lift for Nusso. From the Université de Paris. She's driving, she's
Get the
fighting.
shoulder back.
Oh, I think she's
Yes,
got that.
I think she's got it.
Coach is happy. 3
She's
white
happy.
lights. Lifter's happy. Everyone's happy.
145 for Piantino Natalie.
Now, Piantino, also from Université de Paris, 145 kilos on the bar. This
With
will
this,
put
give
her into gold medal
Yes, into
position
gold, yeah, for
in
the moment.
deadlift on body weight, with Avelina to follow.
And you would give her a 305 kilo total. And silver medal overall.
I think if she gets this, Avelina will probably come down from 150 to 147.5.
Yep, possible.
Athletes are greedy, they want everything.
They want everything. Keep driving it. No.
Oh, brave attempt.
Yeah.
Just too much. Well, it would have been a huge increase if she'd managed it.
150
What's she finished
for
second overall
So-
with 302.5?
So no need for Avelina to drop her final
Now,
lift.
because
She
she already
has
got it.
all the gold.
Goal in squat, goal in bench,
And now
goal
gold
in
in
deadlift,
deadlift.
and overall European University champion.
But
But she
Jimandelle won't do the same. She's gone 155. Drew already has 157.5 in the 52s.
Yeah, in the
Unless,
52.
of course, she exercises her right to change. But this is Maria Avelina. She is the champion in the 47 kilo class.
And gold medalist in the
In all
deadlift.
three
All
individual
three disciplines.
She'll leave here with 4 gold medals.
Give her a 330 kilo total. She finish it? Oh, she finished
Well,
it?
she finished it.
Did
but
it went back down?
well, let's wait for the referees. We haven't got the ideal.
Yes,
no,
the sign they did.
Yeah,
No lift.
blues,
Unfortunately,
and there
she
was a
didn't get it.
yellow as well. The blue would
Just
be
in the
downward.
middle, just in the middle.
Blue would be downward movement.
It's there.
For
It's actually
Jimandelle,
slightly
Polina.
went back down again, and then it's carrying upward.
Yeah. But it doesn't affect her outcome at all.
No.
Now, Polina Jimandelle, well, she hasn't changed her opener. She isn't going for the 4 from 4. She's happy to let Drew have the deadlift gold. She is the champion. And this lift will give her a 5 kilo PB on deadlift
Yes.
and a 10 kilo PB on total. And she's lifted really impressively all day. Just that hiccup on her first bench press. No, that wasn't even her.
No,
that
it
was
wasn't her,
someone else.
like I
No,
said, yeah.
she's just lifted solidly all day long.
Final pull of the day. Oh yes, that's
Oh,
gone for double.
that's strong. Great lifting from Jimandelle. 3
white lights.
wide lights. And then there was one Ralph, and it is a big one. 167.5.
They say here it's a world junior record.
Yeah, world junior record. What a way to finish the first session if she can get this. Yeah, the world record is 153. Is it? No, that's a European.
European. What is it?
Yeah, the world record is 165.5,
Okay.
I think.
So this actually an increase by 2.5 over the world junior record. 166 is the previous record. Final pull a day. World junior record pull. Can she do it?
What a way to finish the session.
Yeah.
There's a hush in the venue.
Really big drive from the floor. It's
Oh, she's
moving.
got him moving.
Oh.
No.
Little bit
Just
too much.
No lift.
too much. But a brave attempt.
Oh, it certainly was.
And no reason not to try it,
You
Ralph.
have to have a go.
Let's give you a quick summary of the results, and
Yeah.
then I'll ask you to give perhaps a wider summary, Ralph. In the 47 kilo class, Avelina is the runaway winner. She wins gold in squat, bench, deadlift, and total. Silver medalist is Piantino, and the bronze medalist is Ovsyanikova. In the 52 kilo class, fantastic performance by Polina Jimandelle.
Yeah.
She takes gold in squat, gold in bench, silver in deadlift, and she is the champion. 352.5. 20 kilos behind is Julia Drew. The bronze medal goes to Nozo from the Université de Paris, obviously in France. That's the end of the first session, Ralph.
Yeah.
Before we leave you from the commentary booth, although please stay tuned for the medal ceremony, any final reflections, Ralph?
No, I mean, this is the first European University Cup on the standard, even at very low categories, very high, I think. I mean, 325 kilo in the 47 kilo bodyweight class, and 352.5 in the 52 kilo class. This is high standard.
We've always said, Ralph, that a good venue helps the lifters to provide a good performance. What are your initial thoughts on the venue
I
today?
walk in here on the first day, and you walk into the venue, and you can think, well, this is a lot of thought have gone into this. The venue's already set up, the platform was in place, and you can know that this is going to be a good venue. The equipment is brand new, and lifter walk in and they get a feel, they get a vibe from it, and they do carry on. And so I said, if you've got a good venue, good equipment, lifter will deliver.
Yeah, I think the organizer, Xavier, our treasurer,
did a fantastic job.
He's really done EPF and the European universities proud with the platform and the facility as a whole that he's provided for these championships.
Yes, I agree. So
well, we'll be doing lots more. Just check before you leave us. The second session today will start at 3:30 local time, 15:30. Remember, that's Central European time. It's an hour ahead of the UK. So please join us again for that. Stay tuned for the medal ceremony. But from Ralph and myself, until that second session, bye for now.
Okay, the medal. So the medal was given by the President IPF Federation, Mr. Arnold Vostrov. Okay? Okay. One special present for all the lifters. We start with victory ceremony with 47 kilo class. In squat, bronze medal, Marina Ozianikova from Russia. Silver medal, Piantino Natalie from France. And gold medal in squat, Avelina Maria from Russia. Thank you. And now bench press. Bronze medal, Piantino Natalie from France. Silver medal, Ozianikova Marina from Russia. And gold medal in bench press, Avelina Maria from Russia. Thank you. And now deadlift. Bronze medal, Ozianikova Maria from Russia. Silver medal, Piantino Natalie from France. And gold medal, Avelina Maria from Russia. Thank you. And now the total. Bronze medal, Ozianikova Marina from Russia. The silver medal in total, it is Piantino Natalie from France. And the winner for this first European Open University Classic Cup from Russia, Avelina Maria. please stand up for national anthem from Russia. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And now we continue with the second category, 52 kilo category. Donc we squat, bronze medal, Nuzo Livia from France. Silver medal, Dreux Julia from France. And the bronze medal, Jimandelle Polina from Poland. Thank you. And now in bench press, bronze medal, Dreux Julia from France. Silver medal, Grigoreva Dadedza from Russia. And the gold medal, Jimandelle Polina from Poland. Thank you. And now, Deadlift, bronze medal, Nuzo Livia from France. Silver medal, Jimandelle Polina from Poland. And the bronze medal and the gold medal in deadlift is Dreux Julia from France. Thank you. And now in total, and now we have a new procedure for victory ceremony. We call all the lifters to make presentation. So at the fourth place, please make one step. Grigoreva Dadedza from Russia. One step, yes, thank you. All the lifters we call. Oh, it's good, it's good. Bronze medal in total, Nuzo Livia from France. Second place, Dreux Julia from France. And the winner for the first European Open University Classic Cup in 52 category, Jimandelle Polina from Poland. Please stand up for national anthem from Poland. Thank you very much. Thank you for this first victory ceremony for this first European Open University Classic Cup. Please, music. Okay, congratulations all the lifters for this first victory ceremony. Okay, thank you very much everybody.